Hello everyone, this is Chris. Today I'm gonna give you some hints on the project. Please follow the steps. Step 1: collect the data of the chance of winning in each state. Let's say California. In California, Hillary Clinton has over 99.9% chance of winning. And the second step is generate the random numbers. Okay, then compare the random numbers with the chance of winning. If the random number is less than the chance of winning in California, it's 99.9%. If it's less than 99.9%, then it indicates that Hillary Clinton wins California. If the random number is greater than 99.9%, then Donald Trump will win California. Whoever wins the states will get all the electoral votes in these states. Here in California, California has 55 electoral votes. So whoever wins takes all the 55 electoral votes. Okay, the third step is this is just an example of California. If you apply this method to each state in United States, then you add them together, you're gonna get in all over America how many votes will Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump get. Then currently in America, if you can get over 270 votes, you're gonna be the president. So these are the steps. Back to R, what you're gonna use is meaning the function command. In a function command here, it's quite similar with the function command in MATLAB and VBA Excel. First, you have to assign a name to the function. Let's say f is the name of this function. And then you have to tell R what are the inputs of this function and what we gonna have as an output. So for the input is the random numbers, the first input. The second input is probability. The probability, I mean the chance of winning. And then the third input is the votes. The votes, I mean the 55 in California is all these electoral votes in California. So if we take an example of California here, then the random numbers is the random numbers we will generate. So the probability is 99.9% and the votes gonna be 55. Okay, these are the inputs. For the output is what you're gonna have here after the return command. Okay, so it's the sum of y. Y is y. Later on we will see y. Multiply the votes. Okay, so within this function, at first we define an y here. So it's a replication of zeros. So it's a sequence of zeros. And how many zeros here? We want the number of zeros is the length of the random. So it means how many randoms you will have. And okay, the random itself is a consequence, and length of the random counts how many numbers in this random. It means how many numbers how many random numbers you generate, then how many zeros here in y you will get. Okay, let's say we generate 4 random numbers, and then here we're gonna have 4 zeros in y, this sequence. Okay, then we have to do something to the y. So the first is like what we have done before, using which command to give each of them. That just like we said before. So if the random number is less than the probability, is less than the chance of winning, then it goes to Hillary Clinton. And if the random number is greater than the chance of winning, greater than the probability, then it goes to Donald Trump, and we'll assign the votes. We'll assign the Hillary Clinton as 1s and the Donald Trump as 0. So if you get 1, each one indicates that Hillary Clinton wins the states. Okay, so the output here is return, then the sum of y multiplied by votes. So it means for this y, for example, if we have for the 4 states, let's say for the 4 states, we have 1, 1, 0, and 0. And so for the first state, Hillary wins. So this 1 will multiply by the votes in the first stage. And for the second stage, Hillary wins again. So the second stage, the 1 multiplied by the votes in the second stage. But in the third stage, Hillary loses, and then this 0 gonna multiply by the votes. So in this stage, Hillary gets 0. So if you sum this together, you will get within all these 4 states how many votes will Hillary get. Okay, up to now we have formed a grid function here, and if we run this, we're gonna have a function here, and then we have to tell the inputs of the function. So the input, we have 3 inputs. The first is the probability. We can check it out in the website. So I choose 4 states: California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. So the California is 99.9%, and in Arizona is 49.5%. And attention here, for New Mexico, the chance of winning of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, if you add these two together, is only 99.7%. It's not 100%. So you have to standardize these percents, these proportions. So you have to use 91.7% divided by 99.7%. Then if you after calculation is 92%. So after standardization, Hillary Clinton have 92% of chance of winning, and Trump has only 8% chance of winning. So here, these 4 are the California 99 and Arizona all of these are after standardization. And for Arizona, we have 40 and 49.5. For the New Mexico, we have 92%, and for Texas, Hillary has 11.9%. So these are chance of winnings. And the second input is random numbers. So we use random numbers. So we use the command runif, and here we have 4 states. So we're gonna generate 4 random numbers, and then to compare them with the chance of winning. And later on, we have to collect the votes. So in California, we have 55, and Arizona 11, New Mexico 5, Texas and 38. Remember, who wins the states, who takes all. Okay, so here we're gonna have the output. Output is using the function here. The f is the name of the function, so f. Then you're gonna tell r the inputs. So it's random numbers, probabilities, and votes. So let's run this input first. Now we can see the random numbers here is 0.289, 0.999, and then we have to calculate the output. So before the output, we can calculate it by ourselves. So first, let's say this random numbers is less than this. So Hillary wins California. So here we get all this 55 here. And for this one is greater than 49.5%. So Hillary loses in Arizona. So he doesn't get these 11 votes here. And for the third one, New Mexico, this figure is less than 0.92. So Hillary wins New Mexico and gets another 5 votes. And for this part, since 0.175 is greater than 0.119, so Hillary doesn't win these states, so she cannot get this 38. So basically, Hillary wins the first state California and the third state New Mexico. So she will get in total 60 votes here. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so for these results, as we calculated before, is 60. It is 60. Okay, and forget this. Okay, so this I use the 4 states as examples, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna calculate all these 50 states in United States and to see who will win the election. Okay, and that's all. So hope you like it, and thank you.